Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our BDM webinar. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're already part of our growing community, we're honored you've chosen to spend part of your evening with us. Before we begin, let's take a moment to recognize those who joined us early. Welcome to Anthony, Danny, David Richards, Gwendolyn Green, Joshua Velez, Lyle Alexander, Mark, Roosevelt Barnes, Stephen Bow, Tom Leonard, William Diaz. BDM is a community of givers dedicated to improving lives through generosity, opportunity, and shared ownership. Tonight, I'd like to begin by asking you a simple question. What if the answer to many of the problems in our world isn't more wealth, but more generosity? Think about it. Every day, millions of people pray for greater health, greater peace, greater opportunities, and greater financial blessings. Yet, throughout Scripture, God repeatedly points us to one principle that has the power to change not only our own lives, but the lives of others as well, the principle of giving. Jesus said, "Give, and it shall be given unto you." The Apostle Paul wrote, "Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously." Proverbs tells us, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." These verses reveal something remarkable. God's economy is different from the world's economy. The world says, hold on tightly to what you have. God says, trust me enough to become a blessing. The world asks, what's in it for me? And God asks, whose life can you change? Many people today are focused on how they can take advantage of others. Imagine what the world would look like if everyone was focused on living the golden rule, treating others the way they would like to be treated if they were living under the same circumstances. When we begin living with that mindset, something extraordinary happens. Not only do others' lives begin to change, our own lives begin to change as well. At BDM, we are building a community around that principle. We are a community of givers, a place where ordinary people come together, lift one another up, and make a meaningful difference in the lives of others while creating opportunities for themselves and their families. And that's why the Charity Club has become such an important part of our vision. For just $20 per month, a child who will otherwise go hungry can receive food. At the same time, members participate in a community that rewards them for sharing that vision with others. It's not simply a donation, it's a seed that instantly blesses others, and perhaps a seed that brings blessings from heaven that you don't even realize is connected to your own generosity. James tells us that if we lack wisdom, we should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. So tonight, I encourage you to ask God for wisdom. Ask Him, how can you become a greater blessing to others? Ask Him how He might use you to make a difference. Because when a community of people begins asking those questions together, amazing things can happen. With that in mind, I'd like to introduce what I believe is one of the most meaningful programs that has ever existed.
What I'm about to share with you is one of the most affordable, most rewarding membership opportunities you'll ever come across, and it goes beyond making money. BDM Charity Club is your opportunity to give back and get rewarded at the same time. For just $20 a month, you become part of something that actually matters. Here's how it works. Your $20 monthly membership does two powerful things simultaneously. It feeds an orphaned child for approximately 10 days, and it puts real money back in your pocket. Think about that for a moment. At roughly $2 a day to feed a child, your $20 membership directly translates into 10 days of meals for a child who has nothing. No parents, no safety net, nothing except the kindness of people like you. And here's something I want you to really sit with. Even if BDM never paid you a single dollar in return, $20 is nothing in comparison to the satisfaction that comes from feeding a hungry child. You don't need a financial reward to make that meaningful. The reward of knowing a child ate today because of you. That's something money can't fully measure. But BDM doesn't ask you to choose between giving and earning. You get to do both. BDM Charity Club pays $10 per referral back to our members. With just 50 people in your network, you're earning $500 a month while feeding hungry children around the world. For most people, an extra $500 a month removes a tremendous amount of stress. It covers a car payment. It pays off debt. It creates breathing room. Did you know that most network marketing millionaires didn't start with a goal to become a millionaire? They started with a goal to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month, and they had a specific reason, a bill, a dream, a need, and when they hit that goal, they realized they could keep going. With BDM, 30 to 50 members gets you there, like most other companies need hundreds. And here's something I want you to really hear. Refer just one right person, and over time, you could potentially earn 7 figures. I know of 2 real examples where the top money earners of 2 separate companies were referred by individuals who only earned a one-time fast start commission, while the people they referred went on to earn millions. At BDM, we've created a unique and generous compensation model where the one right person could make you wealthy. That's why we say 1 is great, but more are better. Because duplication is what creates income that makes you proud. The more people you share this with, the greater your chances of finding that one person who changes everything, and more people joining the charity club translates to more children being fed. So let me ask you something. Would you like to help feed starving children while changing your own life at the same time? Are you ready to be part of something bigger than yourself? If the answer is yes, BDM Charity Club is for you, where giving creates growth and your generosity comes full circle. Click the join button below and start giving today. Because somewhere right now a child is waiting for their next meal and you can be the reason they get it. Click the join button and start feeding a hungry child today.
If you've ever been blessed by the kindness of someone else, and if you're the kind of person who takes compassion on others who sometimes need a helping hand, then the BDM Charity Club may be for you. Let's open up for comments and questions. Feel free to raise your hand or unmute. We'd love to hear from each of you. Who would like to go first?
Yeah, John.
Yes, go ahead, David.
Yeah, I want a little bit of clarity on the compensation plan for the charity club and the discount club. Is the compensation plan the same as the dual stream, whereas the I guess you call it the reverse two up system
It it,
platform?
it is 2 up, but it's not. It's straight $10. So the $10 is not divided like it is in the wellness club, for example. So you're getting paid monthly on your first, third, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth to infinity.
So it's 100%, not 80%. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you're getting you're getting the full commission.
Oh, the full 80%.
You're getting the full commission. Actually, in the charity club, it's 50% because the purpose of the charity club is to
Okay, yeah.
feed orphans. Okay, so so 50% of the money is going to orphans. 50% is going back to the members.
Right.
But the but
So that
the part that's going back to the members is not being divided between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you're getting paid $10 on number 1, $10 on number 3, $10 on number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to infinity. And then
okay.
the pass ups come from 2 and 4.
Okay, so it's the exact same as the discount club too, right?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay.
So
Okay, I got it.
this was how these originally started, and we did not change the compensation plan on them.
Right. Okay, thanks.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, doesn't a part of the $10 go to BDM to support the back office?
Right now, BDM is actually paying more than 100% of that money to the orphans. In other words,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know exactly what you know, but we are paying more than 100% of the money that's coming into the charity club.
But aren't you going to have to, in order for the company to grow, you're going to have a cash flow coming in to BDM.
Well,
It,
yes,
yeah.
we absolutely need that. Um, and of course, you know, there is some money from the other clubs. We've had a few people buy shares in the company, and we'd really like to see thousands of people come in and be part of the ownership of BDM. Um, Actually, there was a video that was shared not too long ago on Telegram. I don't know if I can find that and pull it up.
On the 5th of June 2026, Forbes published 2 articles on the same day. The first said Cristiano Ronaldo was a billionaire. The second said Lionel Messi was a billionaire. They were both correct. For the first time in the history of the most popular sport on Earth, 2 players held 10-figure fortunes at the same moment. But the 2 men did not arrive at the same place by the same road. They arrived from opposite directions. And the direction matters far more than the destination, because only one of those roads keeps paying after the final whistle. The World Cup has returned to North America, and for both of these men, this is almost certainly the last one.
We shared this stage 15 years, me and him. I don't know if it's ever happened in football. The same 2 guys.
Ronaldo and Messi are the first players ever to reach a 6th World Cup. The tournament has given the rivalry a stage for its financial finale. But the contest that will actually decide which of them built the more durable fortune was settled years ago, in 2 contracts that could not have been more different. In the summer of 2023, both men were available at the same time. Each could sign with anyone. One chose the largest salary the sport had ever paid. The other turned down an even larger offer and asked for something almost no athlete had ever secured. One optimized for income, the other optimized for ownership. Understand why that distinction matters, and you understand how wealth at this scale is actually built. This is Icon Capital. We don't cover celebrity drama, we cover the financial architecture beneath it. The contracts, the equity stakes, the ownership structures that determine which fortunes compound and which ones end when the work ends.
Of course, we're still improving, but I believe that in this moment we are in top 5 already.
Every video on this channel runs the actual numbers against verified sources with one question underneath it all. What would it take to build durable wealth at this scale? And what is this person actually doing? Most coverage of these 2 men is about goals, trophies, and who you would rather have on your team. We are not covering that. The financial architecture is the real story, and it is more interesting than the scoreline.
One of these players, they both earned over $1 billion in money from playing football. We would call it soccer. But one just took the money. The other invested a good portion of his salary into ownership in the club, in the company. Okay? And so what this whole video is about is the value of not taking all of your commissions up front, but turning some of your commissions into ownership of the company. And so that's really the opportunity we're providing here at BDM, is the opportunity for members to take part of their commissions or even take money out of their bank account and purchase shares of the company. Okay. And so that's available if you log in. and you click right here, purchase tokens. Now, the very first time through, you'll have to log in using your same login to your BDM, either worldwide or community website, and you'll be required to make an agreement. It's basically a contract, okay? So that when you purchase these tokens, they will be any purchase tokens you purchase from that time forward will be according to that contract, okay? So you'll actually sign that contract on a computer. You'll use your mouse. It's called a DocuSign. If you're using your mobile, you'll use your finger to, sign your signature. It's obviously not going to be perfect, but once you've signed that agreement, then you can either use your credit card to purchase tokens. You can use some of your commissions or all of your commissions to purchase tokens, which are like shares of the company. Okay, so by doing that, that also gives us operating capital. Okay, up to this point, I basically built this all by myself. From the very foundation, the idea, the concept, the money to create the websites, etc., pay salaries. That's pretty much all come out of my pocket. But I've reached a point where I can no longer do that. We have to raise money as a community to keep moving forward. But we're really at a point where this company could literally grow and have millions of members very, very quickly. And if we do this right, we're going to change lives literally around the entire world. Not only from the money that members make that can change their lives, but the number of lives we're going to change. We have this orphanage we've been supporting for 12, going on 13 years. We've had people go out and vet this orphanage. So 100% of the money that we donate is going to take care of these orphans. We have other ministries, very much the same as the one that we're supporting. These are Christian ministries, and 100% of the money goes to taking care of the orphans. So there's not a shortage of people that we need to take care of. There's just a shortage of funds to take care of them adequately. So we're asking for your support in doing that. Any other comments, questions?
John, did you ever find out what the Connect wallet is all about? Up to the right? Right there.
Yeah. So if you are, this is a way for people to pay using cryptocurrency. So if you have a wallet, could be MetaMask, it could be Binance Wallet, it could be literally there are hundreds of wallets in here. You can use your phone to connect your wallet, but there are hundreds of wallets. Let's see, wallet connect, all wallets. Okay. So if you have any of these wallets right here, you can connect directly to the BDM, our BDM wallet, and put money in your account. Like I said, there's literally hundreds of these. If you have any kind of a crypto wallet, likely you're going to be able to find it here. And this will allow you to connect directly to our BDM wallet in order to put money in. When we started out, that's all we had was crypto. We didn't have a merchant account. We do have a merchant account now, so most people are actually using that to put money into their accounts. That makes sense, Tom?
Sure does, John. Thanks a lot. But
You're welcome.
The second question is, why are they asking for the email? When you click on that, they ask for your email.
Here?
Yeah. See, right there it says email.
Don't know. I think you can. Some wallets are, that is the address used. The email address is the address of the wallet, or that is the connection to the wallet, and that's probably what it is. Most people are just going to come and click on one of these. So if you had MetaMask, you can use this connect, or you could actually go up here in your browser. If you have extensions here, I don't have a MetaMask wallet connected to this, but you can get MetaMask as an extension to most of your different browsers, Firefox, Chrome, etc.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, John.
You're welcome. Okay. Any other comments, questions? Let's see. There we go. All right. Well, let's go ahead and close. Before we close tonight, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. Over the past several months, I've spent a lot of time asking myself what BDM is really becoming, and the answer surprised me. We're not just building another company. We're not just creating another compensation plan. We're building something much deeper. We're building a community of givers. Think about that for a moment. The world teaches people to compete. We're choosing to cooperate. The world teaches people to accumulate. We're choosing to contribute. The world asks, what's in it for me? We're asking, who can I help today? That's a completely different way of thinking, because somewhere tonight, a child will go to bed hungry. A mother will pray for food she cannot provide. An orphan will wonder if anyone even knows they exist. But we do. And because we know, we have a responsibility, not individually, together. That's the power of community. For several years, we were able to rent a farm for the orphanage. The children grew much of their own food and learned valuable life skills. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to continue that over the past couple of years. But our vision hasn't become smaller. It's become bigger. One day, I want BDM to purchase a permanent farm for the orphanage. I want those children to have fertile land they can never lose. I want them to have proper homes instead of small clay buildings with dirt floors. I want them to grow up with dignity, with opportunity, with hope. And I believe we can do that. Not because one wealthy person writes a large check, but because thousands of ordinary people decide to become part of something extraordinary. That's why I begin thinking about the Charity Club as something even greater. It's not simply a membership, it's a community covenant, a shared commitment that says, as a member of this community, we choose to care for those who cannot care for themselves. Imagine if every BDM member accepted that covenant. Imagine if every member helped feed just one child. Imagine if every member invited a few others to join that mission. Imagine what God could do through a community like that. The Bible tells us, give and it shall be given unto you. It tells us, whoever refreshes others will themselves be refreshed. It reminds us that God loves a cheerful giver. Those promises aren't simply about receiving blessings. They're about becoming the kind of people through whom God can send blessings. If you're already faithfully supporting your local church or another ministry, continue following the convictions God has placed on your heart. But if you've been asking God where He would have you sow, if you've been praying about how you can make a greater difference, I invite you to prayerfully consider becoming part of this community of givers. Whether that's by joining the Charity Club, inviting others to join, or making a direct gift to help the orphanage. Every seed matters. Every act of kindness matters. Every child matters. Before we leave tonight, I'd like to ask you to do one simple thing. Ask God a question. Lord, how can you use me to become a blessing? Then listen, because I believe he still speaks to those who ask. James tells us, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it shall be given him. So ask. Ask for wisdom. Ask for direction. Ask for opportunities to serve. Then have the courage to act. The future of BDM won't ultimately be determined by technology or marketing or compensation plans. It will be determined by the character of the people who build it. If we truly become a community of givers, a community that serves before it seeks to be served, a community that lifts others before lifting itself, a community that understands the law of the harvest, then I believe God can use BDM to touch lives for generations to come. That's the legacy I want to leave. And if that vision resonates in your heart, I'd be honored to have you help us build it. Thank you, God bless you, and welcome to the BDM community of givers. With that, we'll say goodnight. Hope to see you on Sunday. This is a time we spend not about the opportunity, but about building each other. If not, we'll meet again on Tuesday, same time. I look forward to having you on our next webinar.